Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RAYGO Reactions. As you can see by the title, today is a big one. It's been looming over us now. Then again, looming sounds like it's bad. This isn't. This has been shining on us now for a while. Now, I don't know how you pronounce it. La Villa by Rush, or is it La Villa Strangiato? La Villa Strangiato! That's what we're reacting to today. Now, this has been one of the biggest requests by you Rush lovers that I've ever had on this channel. So that's what we're going to be doing. And it was actually kindly donated to me as a request by one of our legendary subscribers by the name of Kenneth. Kenneth, thank you very much for your request and for supporting the channel. If you guys didn't know, all my videos get demonetized, so it's a cool way to support the channel. And it's a good way for me to give something back. So thank you very much. And if you guys did want to request a song of your choice, follow the link in the description below. Now, before we get into this, I've just been playing on my 12 string, guys. I mean, sometimes you've got to pull it out. A little song I'm working on. Times that made it, know she's laying out way too late, smiling from ear to ear. No, nothing can beat it. Summer as a kid. Something about a 12 string just sounds way bigger. I mean, it's got 6 extra strings, so of course it does. But I've just been in the mood, and I thought now is the time. Now is the time to do this, because I like to react to Rush when I'm feeling hyped and energetic, because you have to be. And I think that's a good thing about music. There's different genres. You listen to them when you're in specific moods. And I like to listen to these when I'm hyped up because it hypes me up even more. You know what I mean? I want to listen to them and give it that enthusiasm. Because we know what Getty's going to start doing when I click this on. And we also know what Alex is going to do. Not to mention what the Professor's going to get up to back there. Now, the request that Kenneth sent, he said react to the version at Rio concert. So, guys, I hope you guys appreciate I'm just doing what I've been told here. Yeah? Now, I know I reacted to 2112, but I thought I really did the right version. Turns out I did the wrong version, the short version. Apologies, I didn't know. Don't get it twisted. I'm going to go back and I'm going to do the full 2112 because I want to. Not because I need to, because I want to. Rush! This is how I feel. I can't actually wait for this. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Starting off with some tasty hi-hat work. What he's doing. You do that. It's difficult. Oh no. crowd. It almost sounds like Egyptian. I've got a couple of things to say. One, someone on in the comments said, Joe, I'm all for that, because on the last reaction I was like, let's go, and he was like, I'm all for it, but when it comes to Rush, nah mate, you need to be giving it the one of them. And you know what? He's right. I feel like you can't do that with Rush. It's got to be a one of them in the crowd. Secondly, quickly, because again, I've got the guitar book myself, I need to quickly... It's doing some crazy stuff. Let's keep playing, but do you know what I mean? It sounds quite Egyptian. I think that's actually called Phrygian notes. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments if you're a guitar player. How many time signatures is that up to now that the professor's done? Ooh. Yeah, this is. Go on, lad. What time signature is this? Oh shit! Nah, apologies ladies and gentlemen for the French. Oh god, my head's in so many zones right now. First of all, I'm just quickly tripping from the Alex solo that's just happened, then it's there, and now the Geddy thing's here. Collision, a rush collision. My brain has just been rushed. That was what I was talking about with that Phrygian. If you actually take those chords and you make it some sort of Egyptian style you could even add the E major in there. You know, and crazy, like, they're doing, oh, I'm going back, hold on a second, and I want to also, I'm sorry, but I also want to try and play that riff he's doing, because I won't be able to remember it at the end of the video, so I've just got to do it. Now that's a weird timing, that. Oh man. At this point, put it down. Professor's playing a jazz drum beat.
Yeah, that's jazz. Jazz is weird.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of like the same thing that goes on in my head. Wake up! Wait, finally. I love singing. It's so easy.
Look at the professor. He's like that. Sick, mate.
Okay. The last time I introduced the rest of the group, backup band. On the skins, Mr. Milton Banana.
Kind of like that.
On the bass guitar, that guy from Ipanema.
Yo. That is absolutely genius. He's basically, I think he's just coming from he's being sarcastic, really. He's saying that's what jazz sounds like in his head. And you know what? He couldn't have hit the nail more on the head, because that's exactly what I think. When I'm picturing jazz, I'm just like, Have you ever been to one of those like nice restaurants for a family meal and there's a jazz band on and it's just like... That's exactly what it sounds like to me. What the hell? How the heck did they come up with that idea? They must have just been messing around one day. Maybe Neil Peart was like... And then he was just making a joke of it. And they've made it into a real thing. This is rock. This is just rock and roll through and throughout. Because it's still like, look at the talent. Oh, mate. Dude, that's the quickest 10 minutes. You know what? I feel like, to sum Rush up, from what I've gathered up to now, and I mean what I'm about to say in a good way, they almost take nerdy music and just make it cool and rock and roll. Because if you really think about it, they're really playing some smart, intelligent music. Like all these different time signatures, all these different chord progressions, all these different melodic phrases, and it all fits and it's telling a story, and it's, when you think about it, intelligent theory, real nerd music stuff, but they're making it cool. Because you could so well easily go and let's pretend you took the distortion off Alex's instrument. Let's pretend you took that slappy, dirty, gritty tone and the way that, and the off Geddy's bass, and you take the attitude from all three of them, and you take the musical elements out of Neil Peart's drumming, not to mention the half of the insane fills he does, and you strip it down and you give it to a band who play orchestral music and they play it. They could do Rush. They could. I'm not saying they could come up with it. I'm saying you could get a band to cover a Rush song like that, and it would genuinely sound like an orchestral piece. You know, if you got like a Coldplay song and give it to an orchestra, it's going to sound like this is a song out the charts. You give them a Rush song, I think you're going to go, wow, this was constructed by, was this Beethoven? Do you know what I mean? You're giving them a Beethoven song and they're making it rock and roll. And to me, they're like innovators of that. I haven't seen another band go to that extreme in that progressive rock scene. But again, I don't really listen to progressive rock, so I wouldn't know. But that's how I'm summing Rush up. And I mean that as a huge compliment. Like, dude, you've taken a musical genre that I would never listen to, and you've made it cool. And again, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It's nothing. I look at music in different ways in my own head, and let me know if you think of it like this. But I really look at it in a couple of different ways. Like, I want to listen to this at a barbecue, or I want to listen to this with my headphones on in the dark, or I need to be able to see it, because it's listening to it isn't fulfilling me. I need to be able to see it, or I don't even listening to it doesn't even mean anything. I just want to see it. Do you know what I mean? I look at music in different ways, and I always use this as an example. If you guys know CKY, Bam Margera from Jackass, he's got a brother. They're in a band called CKY. I don't listen to that music. I don't like it. It's like a heavy metal. I bought a ticket because I am intrigued by the way they play live, and it just looked cool. I get a thrill off watching it. And that's how it started with Rush. I got a thrill off watching them, and I still do. But I'm slowly starting to actually really enjoy some of the songs as well. Spirit of Radio, for instance. I know I'm going to be a bit typical here, but Tom Sawyer, I like it. I'm going to go a bit more typical and say Limelight. They're ones I would put on in the car. Do you know what I'm saying? How there's different elements of how I would listen to it. Pink Floyd did the same. I wouldn't tend to listen to them in the car, but I want to watch them. Strange, but I think I would rather be in a band where you would come and watch me than you would want to just listen to me, to be honest. Because that's what it's about, and that's what's missing from today. And I'm actually thinking of doing a little series, guys, and I might start with Rush or Pink Floyd. And I'm going to call it a light dive into... So it'll be like a light dive into Rush. Nothing heavy, nothing deep, not a deep dive, a light dive. With like 5 bullet points, like one first chapter talk about their logo, their band covers, their titles, you know, their songs, you know, their look, and then get into their song and one of their biggest riffs, why I think they're what they are. And then like an overall question of, what do they make? When I picture that band, what do I feel? And then ultimately, what do you feel? And do a little brief 10-minute little episodes. You guys let me know if you're up for that kind of thing, but I think I'm going to do it either way. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, 80% of my audience aren't subscribed. If you're here for Rush and you're not subscribed because you don't like the rest of my other stuff, just subscribe anyway, because trust me, I'm going to be going down a deep rabbit hole with these guys, and it would be cool if you checked out some of my other stuff, because you might like it. And look, I'm discovering new music here. It's a cool thing. There's nothing wrong with you discovering new music either, and that's what I do on this channel. I discover new music. So if you want to come and discover it with me, there's nothing wrong with discovering new music, guys. Trust me, it's actually good. And I said it on one of my videos. You know that feeling when you hear a brand new song and you go, what a tune, put that on again. How often do you get that? Because statistically speaking, I reckon majority of the population only ever get that feeling once in a blue moon. Once every 6 months you go, stick that song on again. I'm getting it like every 2 weeks, every week, because of the amount of songs I'm reacting to, what you guys are showing me. And I tell you what, it's a good feeling. It's really good, because you've constantly got a song in your head that's like, oh, and then you want to react. So join me. I will see you guys on the next one. Hope you like this. Until next time, peace out.
I don't know how or why I planned these promises I can make, but it boils down to reasons you can't take. I'm afraid I'm a bad boy for saying I can't seem to shake this man I've came. You love and hate. You made the choice that you'd like some rather than you made the choice that you'd like some rather than so when the time comes, I'll be conscience free, 'cause I know I've done no wrong to you. To you. I know me, but that's the one key I can never twist. I've said my piece and I have made it clear. I've been sincere. There's not much more I can say. You cannot have it any other way. No, there's not much more I can say. You cannot have it any other way. You made the choice that you'd like some rather than none. You made the choice that you'd like some rather than none. So when the time comes, I'll be conscience free, 'cause I know